Buddy Dave Brown and Corey Macklin right here at ringside, ready to go with another big day of USWA Championship Wrestling, a jam-packed show coming up today.
Oh, boy, can I hardly wait for this one. PG-13 going against Mike Anthony and Jeff Gaylord. That's our opener right here today. Hey, Brian Christopher is going to be here with us today as well. We'll be seeing Brian. Doink the Clown is here today. Doomsday teaming up with Reggie B. Fine. That's not all. A big main event day.
Big one. A huge main event. You got Moondog Spike going against
a fabulous one, Jeff Jarrett.
Right here in the ring today. Not only that, we'll have video of that fabulous Survivor Series match, which had Jeff Jarrett, Jerry Lawler, and Brian Christopher on the same side. And also, special announcement, Eddie Marlin tells me that the tag team belts have been held up. We'll have big words on a tournament to determine tag champions coming up later today. We got to get going. We'll be right back. Ring right now. Mike Anthony and Jeff Gaylord, and headed for the ring. You see him, PG-13 with Midget D with that hubcap in his hand. We are set to go with opening match action here. If I can get the bell to ring. Here, Corey. There we go.
That's Mike Anthony, and we're ready to get it underway. Boy, what a well of a day we got for you today. Doink the Clown here today, Brian Christopher, and a big main event on USWA Wrestling.
What kind of hat is that JC Ice had on there? Thought for a minute the Mad Hatter. I thought Alice in Wonderland was going on for a minute, but I don't know. PG-13.
Well, you don't know what to expect from this PG-13.
Well, they have their own style, I think.
Oh, yeah, they do. Wrestling shorts, they say, come from the hood, and feel-out tennis shoes, and even Midget D's got a pair of them.
That's true. In the ring, it's JC Ice going against Mike Anthony. Mike Anthony, of course, half of the USWA Tag Team Champions until Richard Lee decided he wasn't a Moondog and said, "You're not a Moondog, you're not part of the championship." Well, as a result of that, those tag team belts have been held up. We're going to get more from Eddie Marlin on that, but as we mentioned a moment ago, there's going to be a big USWA tournament. We'll tell you more about that as we go along, too, to determine the new tag team champions.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting tournament, interesting match going on here now. JC Ice comes off the rope. Anthony flips him over. Nice arm drag and takes JC down. And again from Mike Anthony. Boy, this guy can move around the ring.
He can indeed. He's given a great account of himself since he has been in the USWA. He's looking mighty good here today. His partner, the Missouri Tiger, Jeff Gaylord, waiting over in the corner. He's a big, strong guy, too.
Yeah, he is. Anthony twisting the arm of JC Ice, tags Gaylord. Here comes the Missouri Tiger. Hassles in out of St. Louis, Missouri. That's Jeff Gaylord. JC Ice gets over and tags Whoopie D. He nails Gaylord from behind and goes after Jeff Gaylord. Takes Gaylord and whips him into the rope. Drop kick from Whoopie D. Staggers Gaylord over there.
Gaylord made a mistake and turned his back on him. They were over there trying that timeout route, and of course you can't call timeout, but Gaylord turned his back and Whoopie D jumped him from behind. Look at this, though. Gaylord.
JC Ice standing on the ring apron running his big mouth as usual. Gaylord had Whoopie D rolled up. I thought he got him. He slingshot Whoopie D from the center of the ring, and Whoopie caught JC Ice. Knocked him off the apron. Here comes Mike Anthony. Goes in after Sir Whoopie D. To the other side. Oh, Whoopie D catches him.
Yep, that time Whoopie D was ready for him. And he nailed Mike Anthony coming in there. Boy, he bounced him back out of that corner.
He did catch him quickly in there. Now PG-13, a little tag team action. Anthony goes in between, catches a double drop kick. Jeff Gaylord's out here going after Midget D. He's got the midget running around the ring here.
Midget D went over and he was antagonizing Gaylord in the corner. Look at that. Anthony moved out of the way, and JC Ice just nailed Wolfie D with a fist.
Yeah, the luck's not Too good today for BG13. Gaylord and Anthony working him over. Here comes Midget D in the ring. He's got the hubcap. Frank calls for the bell, Dave. That'll do it. Disqualification. Wolfie D's got a hubcap.
Oh, look out. They got him trapped in there.
Whoa! But he's in between Gaylord and Anthony. They've got Wolfie D, Midget D there in the ring.
They're going to throw him out of there, it looks like. Oh, be careful. That's, I don't know.
And they drop Midget D.
Look at this. Here comes the Little Eagle.
Yeah, Little Eagle calling for Gaylord. Said, hey, let me have him. He's going out there, Midget D. Drop kicks Midget D. Another drop kick from Little Eagle. And Midget D slides out, and boy, he's ready to get out of here as far as away from the ring he can get.
Well, I hope Midget D will think twice before he gets involved in a match again. Little Eagle came in and took care of him. Gaylord and Mike Anthony looking mighty good in their match. They're going to win it. They're going to win it by disqualification from when Midget D jumped into the ring. Here is Eddie Marlin. And Eddie, we've already made the announcement, I know, as you were telling us a little bit earlier before the program, about the tag team titles being held up.
That's right. You know, originally the tag team champions were Mike Anthony and one of the Moondogs. Well, they parted ways due to Richard Lee coming out here and forcing him to give the belt up. Well, we have no champion right now. The Moondogs are not the champions, and I want to get Richard Lee to come out here right now, and I want him to be sure and bring the belts. I've tried all week long to get in touch with him. I think he knew in the back of his mind what was taking place, so he's been avoiding it. So, Richard Lee, come right out here right now.
Here he is, and he does have the belts, I'm happy to say. All right, Richard Lee, you've heard what he said.
Yeah, I heard what he said, and this is the first that I've heard about it.
Understand it. Y'all, the Moondogs are not the tag team champions.
How can you say that?
Because Mike Anthony was the partner to the Moondogs when they won the belt.
Wait a minute, Eddie.
No, you wait a minute. Tell me, was Mike Anthony the partner?
Mike Anthony was the partner,
All
Eddie,
right,
and I got
that's
a hold
enough
of you and
said.
ask you if it was all right for Mike Anthony to fill in until I could get Splat back in here.
Exactly
And
right.
you said, yes, Richard Lee, that's fine.
That's exactly
You didn't say anything about, after Moondog Splat came in here, that I still had to split this belt with Mike Anthony. Just because he's a
I didn't
little
know you were
crybaby is none of my business.
But whoever wins the belt is the champion, so you're not the champion.
No, we are the champions,
No, you're
Eddie.
not. Just
We are
the belt.
the champions.
Wait just a minute, Richard Lee. You're not the champions. You're going to give the belts up because we've got a fine tournament lined up. And
I don't care about your tournament.
Well, I do. I know you give me the belt.
Get the belt.
Hey, come on.
Hey, get us some help out here. The Moondogs grabbing Eddie.
Hey, Richard, get him back.
You better call him off. I'm telling you.
Hey, come on.
Here comes Gaylord and Mike Anthony. Come on, guys, help Eddie out.
You know where it's going to belong.
Hey, come on, Richard, get him out of here. Get them out of here. Justin, Eddie, you all right?
I can't believe that move, George. I've got the belt. And Richard Lee, let me tell you something. When you get in that ring, big man, the Moondogs are going to have to fight and fight hard to get these belts because we got the top teams in the tournament, and I won't be there to watch it.
All right, baby.
Yeah, watch for the Moondogs on the way out of here, too. We'll be back. I was out here. I'd mentioned how unhappy he was with Vince McMahon and his gloating and his sending him faxes and letters and all that sort of stuff, telephone calls all the time. Yeah. So Eddie was able to book a match. It was booked at the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis a few days ago. WWF against the USWA. You had Doink the Clown, Shawn Michaels, and Coco Beware on one side of the ring. And on the USWA side, you had the King, Jerry Lawler, the fabulous one, Jeff Jarrett, and their partner, the computer says the third best man, Brian Christopher. Take a look at some highlights of this Survivor Series match.
Promoter Eddie Marlin with some words here now. See what Eddie's saying. He's talking to Coco Ware. Oh, Coco hits Eddie, jumps on Eddie Marlin. Jeff Jarrett's out. Oh, boy, what a brawl already into the ring. That's Lawler. One out to Doink the Clown. Jarrett, Christopher,
Coco Ware, Shawn Michaels out on the floor as Jarrett and Coco going at it. Lawler, oh, whips Michaels into the ropes, flips back out, and a big right from the King. Lawler drops another right hand down on Michaels. The Survivor Series is underway, Memphis, Tennessee, at the Mid-South Coliseum. Power driver from Lawler. Look at this, Brian Christopher jumps in, gets the cover, 2. He got it, 1, 2, 3. That'll do it, and that's going to eliminate Shawn Michaels. He's the first one to be eliminated from the Survivor Series. Michaels will lead. Coco Ware whips Jarrett in. Sunset flip from the Fabulous One. He's got Coco rolled up, 2, and Ware kicks out at 2. Lawler's got Donk the Clown. Coco, oh, DDT's the Fabulous One. Hey, look out, Shawn Michaels back up in the ring. On the apron, gets up and nails Lawler with something he pulled out of his tights. Coco covers the King. 1, 2, 3. Lawler's eliminated from the Survivor Series, so it leaves Jarrett and Christopher, Donk the Clown, and Coco Ware. Boy, Lawler eliminated. Michaels eliminated. Jarrett going after the Clown. Doink. Coco up on the ring apron. Oh, Coco nailed Jarrett with something out of his tights. Doink the Clown covers Jarrett. 1, 2, 3. Jeff Jarrett is eliminated from the Survivor Series with a big assistance from Coco Ware down at the lower part of your screen there. Coco holding the foot of Jarrett. So it leaves Doink the Clown and Coco Ware against Brian Christopher. Christopher representing the USWA and in a bad situation right now. With Doink holding him, there's Coco Ware up on the middle rope. Coco, oh, he comes down and hits Doink. Christopher covers the Clown. He got it. 1, 2, 3. Doink the Clown's eliminated. It leaves Christopher and Coco Ware. Whoa, boy, what about the Survivor Series? The electricity inside of the Memphis Mid-South Coliseum has been high for this one. Christopher slams Coco down. The Clown is back out here. Doink getting Frank Morrell's attention while Shawn Michaels jumps in on Christopher. Oh, Christopher gets out of the way. Grabs Michaels, throws him over the top rope out of there. Covers Coco Ware. Frank Morrell is down. He got him. Yes, sir, the USWA wins the Survivor Series. Brian Christopher is the winner of the Survivor Series, and the USWA defeats the WWF. But it's Doink, Coco, and Shawn Michaels all jumping on Brian Christopher. Oh, boy, the King and the Fabulous One back in the back after being eliminated from the Survivor Series. And, boy, they go to work on Brian Christopher. Michaels sets him up. Paul drives Christopher. Well, Brian Christopher gets the win in there of the Survivor Series. That went the official time on it, near the 30-minute mark for the entire series. Christopher gets the win, but now finds himself, boy, in bad shape. Was Shawn Michaels, Doink the Clown, and Coco Beware all jumping on Christopher. And I don't know what's got into Coco either, but he's got a horrible attitude here tonight at the Coliseum. Coco Ware, Doink the Clown, and Shawn Michaels all beaten up on Christopher. Here comes the King and the Fabulous One. Lawler Jarrett comes in. There he goes. Nails Coco Ware. Doink the Clown goes flying out of there. So Lawler catches Coco and dumps the rest of him out of there. Michaels left in the ring. Oh, Lawler.
Headed this way right now, Brian Christopher. And I got to tell you, when Eddie Marlin announced that the computer, he had fed all the names in, and the computer says your top 3 are Lawler, Jarrett, and this man right here, Brian Christopher, I was really unsure about that pairing to represent the USWA. But, Brian, I must say, not only did you do your part, you did more than your part. You did a good job.
That's right, Dave. You must say that, because if you didn't say it, I was going to say it for you. Now, I don't care if these people over here want to boo me, and I don't care if you want to cheer me. It don't really matter to Brian Christopher. But what does matter is that all 3 of them big shots, they're from the WWF. Coco Ware, Doink the Clown, and Shawn Michaels, 3 of their top guys went down to Brian Christopher here from the little small USWA. And Dave Brown, didn't I tell you last week that I was a winner? I did say that, didn't I? Dave, I was born a winner, I am a winner, and I always will be a winner. And I want to ask you one question. What happened to Jerry Lawler and Jeff Jarrett in that match? What happened to them?
Well, Shawn Michaels had already been eliminated and came in and helped out in one case there. And
in one case, Jerry Lawler lost, right? He got beat. 1, 2, 3. What happened to Jeff Jarrett? What happened to Jeff?
Well, he was pinned. But it wasn't just that way.
He was pinned. So what does that mean, Dave? Exactly like I said last week. I am a winner. I said I was unpredictable. I said that I was a winner. And I said that I would win that match. But I do have to thank Jerry Lawler and Jeff Jarrett, because when the match was over with, those three got mad, and they caught me in the ring, and they started putting the boots to me and having their way with me. And then Jerry Lawler and Jeff Jarrett came out there and helped me. So I do have to thank them for that. But now, Dave, I want to take my winning just one step higher. Because this week, we got the big tag team tournament for the tag team championship belts, right?
That's right.
That's right. And because of how they showed me that they can support me, I can trust them. That's why this week I called Eddie Marlin on the telephone. I said, Eddie Marlin, I know there's that big tag team tournament this week, and I want you to make a phone call for me. Make a phone call to Jeff Jarrett. And ask Jeff Jarrett if he would like to be my partner in that tournament. And he called Jeff Jarrett, and Jeff Jarrett agreed. So this week, in the tag team tournament, you got Brian Christopher, and you got Jeff Jarrett. And it looks like we ain't got any competition whatsoever, because I don't see anybody around here that can beat Jeff Jarrett or myself.
All right, come on, Reggie. Doink the Clown here with Reggie B. Fine. And what, this is his interview time.
Hey, let me tell you something, Brian Christopher. I hear you out here ragging. See, Coco B. Well was supposed to be here today. Coco B. Well was supposed to be here today. He missed his plane. And I'm sitting back here in the back listening to him out here ragging the WWF and all the stars like Doink the Clown, Shawn Michaels, which is the greatest organization in the world. Boy, you are a punk and a wimp. You're a wimp.
Plus, you don't even have a sense of humor. You have no sense of humor whatsoever.
But let me tell you something, boy. You ain't got no business out here trying to rag this man right here, especially Coco B. Well. That's my homie. That's my favorite partner in the whole world. But let me tell you something, boy. Now listen, you is in trouble. When you signed with Jeff Jarrett, you is in trouble, son.
I guess I be's in trouble, huh, Reggie B. Fine?
Wait a minute.
I is in trouble, huh? Well, listen, we ain't got to sit out here and listen to you run your mouth and you giggle it up over here. I'll tell you what. You don't think that I'm what I say I am? Well, I can have this guy just step out of the ring, and me and you can step in the ring right now. We can step in the ring, and I can prove it to you, Reggie.
Yeah, Reggie, come on.
No. Hey, you little buzzer, shut up while I'm trying to talk over here. But you know what?
I bet this guy can beat him.
You know what? This guy right here, I got confidence in Sergeant O'Reilly. I know he can beat your brains out, boy.
Brian, you got the match schedule there, so let's.
Well, I'll tell you what. You just sit right out here and watch for yourself, okay, Reggie?
You just sit way back over here.
We can do what we want to do.
Well, all right, you do what you want to do right over there. What we're going to do is get this match underway. Brian Christopher against Sergeant O'Reilly. One fall, 10-minute time limit match. Corey, Brian Christopher, a heavy favorite going in here.
Yeah, and Reggie B. Fine says that he has confidence that Sergeant O'Reilly can beat Brian Christopher.
I'm willing to bet my whole paycheck that boy right there beats Brian Christopher. He done turned into sugar coat around here.
Well, that's just Reggie B. Fine saying that.
Yeah.
He hadn't put his paycheck down either.
I was going to say, wonder when payday is for Reggie B.
Brian Christopher goes after O'Reilly. slams him into that top turnbuckle. Boy, it's not looking too good for Sargent right now. Christopher dumps the right hand down on O'Reilly.
Anytime you want something, step right to these ropes, boy.
Oh, Christopher inviting Doink and Reggie B. Fine to come in the ring anytime, he said. Big drop kick from Christopher. Takes down Sergeant O'Reilly. Brian Christopher sets O'Reilly up. Way up and down. Suplex from Christopher. What a powerful move. Drops the legs down on Sergeant O'Reilly. One.
Anytime you want some, Reggie B.
Hey, boy.
Brian Christopher still inviting him in there, Dave.
Yeah, I noticed Reggie is not running toward the ring either. He's hanging way back here.
Oh, yeah. He's over here where we are. Big kick from Christopher. Takes over.
Hey, now wait a minute. Now they jump in the ring. That's going to end it right there. Yeah, it's going to be a victory for Brian. But look out, Reggie B. Fine and Doink the Clown both in the ring right now. Brian Christopher still smiling. Backs up. Here's Jeff Jarrett. It's Jeff and Brian. And now Reggie B. Fine and Doink the Clown are backing up.
Oh, yeah. The fabulous one steps in there. There goes Reggie and Doink.
And they almost got him. Brian almost had his hands on Doink the Clown, but there they go. Reggie B.
Doink,
leading the way. All right, Jeff.
They got it going over there. Whoop, there it is. Well, it looks like you're looking at the winners of the tag tournament because you can put together a WWF tag team, a USWA tag team, or one from each organization. It doesn't matter because there ain't a team alive today that can beat Jeff Jarrett and Brian Christopher, and you can take that to the bank.
You see what happened when Jeff and myself stepped in the ring 2-on-2? They took off running, didn't they? Well, that's what it's going to be like this week in that tag team tournament. Because I don't see anybody, I mean nobody from the WWF or anywhere else that can beat this two right here. So you just show up because you're looking at the new tag team champions, baby.
I tell you what, as a team, they've got to be considered favorites, at least among the favorites, to take home the tag team titles. We got a lot more coming up from the USWA. Frank Morrell is climbing up into the ring right now, and we're about ready to go. Here comes one of the American Eagles right here. The Eagle will be wrestling as a single today, and he's going to be going against the Clown. Doink the Clown should be headed into action here any moment. I don't see him right now, and well, there he is. There he comes right here. And, you know, he runs around and he's laughing and all that sort of thing. Don't take this guy lightly when he
can wrestle.
the ring.
Yeah, he can.
Doink the Clown against the American Eagle. Referee Frank Morrell says it's bell time. Let's go.
Doink the Clown takes off the jacket, and we're ready to see Doink in action against the American Eagle. Should be a pretty good single bow. One fall, 10 minutes in time here today on USWA Wrestling. Hey, still to come, Doomsday, the big guy that Paul Neighbors introduced. And he's going to be here teaming up with Reggie B. Fine here today. And don't forget our big main event, the fabulous one, Jeff Jarrett, going against Moondog Spike.
Man,
right here today on TV.
We've had great action all day long here today. We've already seen Brian Christopher in action, PG-13 against Anthony and Gaylord. Man, what a match that was. That one was really going until Midget D jumped in there and got PG-13 disqualified. But, man, action all over the studio today.
Yeah, action-packed. Doink the Clown is in there complaining, telling referee Frank Morrell that the Eagle pulled his hair.
Well, I frankly didn't see it, and I doubt the Eagle did that.
And I don't see any green stuff laying on the mat over
That's a good point.
Doink! Kicks the Eagle right in the midsection. Uppercut right hand sends the American Eagle down. Doink the Clown slams the Eagle right into the top turnbuckle. All right hand from Doink and nails the Eagle.
He hit him with a forearm that time. I got a good look at it. He really didn't hit him with a fist. I thought he did the first time, but that time the referee said that was legal. So.
Doink goes under the Eagle, comes back, goes to drop the elbow. Eagle gets out of there. Nice hip toss, picks up Doink. Slams the Clown down, and there goes Doink.
Well, you got a couple of smart wrestlers in there. One trying to get the other to make the mistake. And I guess the Doink the Clown maybe made a little mistake, but he didn't make the major mistake, nor did the American Eagle. They were moving out of the way, and both these wrestlers with pretty good balance in there. Doink's back in.
Doink the Clown. Boy, he is something else. Have to stay on your P's and Q's around Doink the Clown. You never know what he'll do.
The Eagle working on that left arm of Doink's. Clown backs the Eagle up against the rope. Oh, right hand that time. Couple of right fists from Doink. Reversal. Eagle whips Doink in. Reverse neck breaker on the American Eagle. Oh, boy.
That's going to be a tough one for the Eagle to shake off, too. He's holding onto that neck. He really snapped in pretty good.
Doink slams the Eagle down.
Now, we showed that Survivor Series videotape a little bit earlier involving Doink the Clown, Coco Beware, and Shawn Michaels. Along with Brian Christopher, Jerry Lawler, and Jeff Jarrett. Most of those folks are going to be involved in this big tag team tournament coming up here. So you still got a WWF connection against the USWA coming up. That's just another one of the interesting wrinkles in this big tournament, which will determine the tag team champion.
Yeah, not only that, the champions will receive $5,000.
That's a little incentive along with the belts. Of course, the belts can mean even more than that. If you have championship belts, it means more money, more bookings.
Yeah. Kind of like Anthony Hardaway, huh? His big signing. $1 million bonus.
Oh, yeah.
Win the tag titles and get a $5,000 bonus for the champions in there.
Doink the Clown. Well, he got about 2 or 3 different faces in there, this Doink does.
Yeah, you never really know who's going to show up personality-wise when you're dealing with Doink the Clown. But you do know you're going to have someone who can wrestle.
Oh, he can wrestle.
Look at this. Had the Eagle rolled up and only got a 1 count out of it. Whips the American Eagle into the ropes. Eagle comes off. That is, he gets Doink down. Covers Doink too, and the Clown kicks out of it.
I thought he had him, but the Clown is back on his feet.
The American Eagle going after Doink. Reversal by Doink. Whips the Eagle in. Oh. Doink catches the boot from the American Eagle. Kind of staggers the Clown. Flying press from the Eagle. 1, 2. Doink rolls him over. He's got him. 1, and the Eagle gets out of it. Oh.
My goodness, look at these guys.
What action in this one. The Eagle was nailing away on Doink the Clown. I got Doink going on his tights over there. Grabs something and nails the American Eagle. Rolls him up. 2, that's going to do it, Dave. Yeah, you can see a bout like that. Such a great match. And Doink the Clown goes in his tights and grabs something. Nails the American Eagle and gets the 1, 2, 3.
Well, there's no doubt about it. There was a foreign object involved, and as you said, it's a shame because we had such a good match going. Now the Clown hiding whatever it was in the tights again that he used. But he gets his hand raised, like it or not, and I don't. The American Eagle loses to Doink the Clown here today. Yeah, we saw what happened.
Come on, Doink.
Hey, come on. Head right on out of here.
Yeah.
Coco Beware. You know, I've known Coco Beware for a long, long time, but I don't know what's gotten into him. He pushed Eddie Marlin, and he also was involved in this other thing. Here, take a look at the highlight from this right here. Watch Coco.
This is ridiculous.
action right here. And Corey, describe it for us as we go along.
Yeah, that's Tony Adams in the ring there. Miss Texas got a back turn trying to get referee Frank Morrell's attention, and Tony Adams, with a big strap, it looks like, grabbed Miss Texas, got her covered in there now, and that's TD Steele in to count to 1, 2, 3. Tony Adams gets the win while Coco Ware was out on the floor, and here's Coco. Calling Miss Texas all sorts of names, and Miss Texas got kind of hot in there, came out of the ring, shoved Coco. Coco shoved Miss Texas right there. Oh, that was ridiculous.
Absolutely no excuse for that.
Yeah, and hey, that's not all. TD Steele kind of warned him about shoving Miss Texas. He nailed TD and sent TD down on the floor there and just stumped and stood all over TD. And look at her walking all over Miss Texas. Coco Ware just went berserk down there, I tell you.
Well, it's as we said. Yeah, I don't know what's gotten into it, but that displays like that are just ridiculous is absolutely what they are. Here comes Miss Texas right here. We got a comment about the situation from her with Coco Beware. Oh, look at that. One of her young fans greeting her on the way over here. Miss Texas, we just saw what happened.
Coco, you're a real tough guy by pushing me around. But I'm going to forget about this. But you better stay out of my face. Because if you know me, you know I don't back down from a fight. And if it ever happened again, I promise you will pay for it.
There's a word for Miss Texas. You can back it up, too. We're going to be back right here in just a moment. Stay with us. Draper and Tony Williams. We are just about set to go with a match here. Doomsday and Reggie B. Fine will be their opponents. They taking their own good time about coming in here.
Boss Paul will be with them, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's too bad we don't have delay a game penalties here. We could hit them with a delay a game.
There's Boss Paul.
Yep, here it comes. Boss Paul leading the way. Reggie B. Fine and big, huge Doomsday. Reggie, just climb in the ring if you don't mind.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. I done went and got me a real partner now, and y'all ain't got nothing to worry about. Hey, Boss Paul, I appreciate it. This is the first time in a long time that I can remember coming out here and looking on the contract, and I got some low-budget, Rudy-Poot I don't know nothing about, facing guys like
That's enough, Reggie. Get in the ring. Let's get the match underway. You've had your say. Get in the ring. Prove it in there, not out here running your mouth and insulting everybody.
Yeah. He was out here last week insulting his own partner out here. And this week he says he has something a little better, and by golly does he. Doomsday, undefeated in the USWA, snatches up Tony Williams. And down goes Tony. This guy is big. Doomsday. Picks Tony up again. Right in the corner over there. Yeah, you got you. I would agree with you on that, Reggie. You could have a partner. Well, let's see if Reggie B. Fine can hold up his end of the bargain.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Corey. Excellent move.
Doomsday! Big Farm takes Tony Williams down. Oh, boy, he's got Tony up in the air. High up there. Slams Tony Williams down and tags Reggie the Motormouth B5.
And here comes Reggie. Let's see what he can do. Reggie B. and Doomsday will be part of this big USWA tag tournament coming up to determine the tag team champions. Look at Tony Williams.
Yeah.
All right, Reggie. You know, Reggie may have himself a fine partner, but I'm not sure his partner's got a very good one.
Yeah.
Ken Raper snapped by Doomsday. Doomsday climbs through the ropes now. Boss Paul attending to Reggie B. Fine down there on the floor.
What a big, impressive guy in the USWA is this Doomsday. He stands way up there, nearly 7 feet tall. Picks up Raper and just slams Ken Raper down. Doomsday drops the boot down on the neck of Raper. Backs him up in the turnbuckle, whips him in the other side, and goes right in after. Boy. Drives Raper in, misses with the elbow. Raper gets out of there. Good move from Ken Raper. Now Raper's going for a move of his own. Gets on the top rope. But it doesn't work out. Backfires on Raper.
Boy, you talk about Doomsday. That one was doomed from the beginning. It took Raper a while to get up on the ropes, and Doomsday saw him coming. Did he get the count of three?
Yeah, Reggie B. Fine with an assist, a big assist from Doomsday. Reggie Fine with the splash covers Ken Raper, and they get the 1, 2, 3 in there.
Raper was trying to wrap it up. He was going to climb the ropes and come down with a splash, but Doomsday saw what he was doing, and he was set. By the time Raper was in the air, Doomsday grabbed him, slammed him down on the ring, and Reggie rolls in there and gets the 1, 2, 3.
I told you if I have a partner, I can beat anybody they put me in there with. Hey, don't go to no break.
It's time to go to break.
Hold it, man, hold it.
Okay, hold it. Well, wait a minute. Wait. What do you want?
I got a surprise. I got somebody to put in my corner. I'm pretty. You know I'm pretty. I'm fine. I'm fine and I'm pretty. But I got somebody to be in my corner. It's fine and put it in me. And you know, buddy, just wait 1 minute. Let me go get it.
Reggie, what are you doing? There again, he's delaying the whole thing here.
Reggie B. Fine. Don't tell him what Reggie comes up with back there.
I don't know. Doomsday and Boss Paul are leaving the area right here. Here comes Reggie back.
Hey, Brown, you know this little pretty thing. You remember her, don't you? I've got some bad news for y'all low budgets in Memphis. We're finna get rid of Miss Texas. We're gonna send her back to Dallas down there with that horse there with no tail, all that weave she got in her head. Y'all take a look at this specimen right here. She gonna be in me and Doomsday corner. And Miss Texas, shut up, baby. Miss
The
Texas.
real woman of Memphis is back. Always when needed. Sweet Georgia Brown is in the house.
Yes.
Just say.
Sweet Georgia Brown, brought out by Reggie B. Fine. She's going to be in your corner in the tournament. Is that what I hear?
Yes. And everywhere I go, you're gonna see this little. And Miss Texas, she can go. Y'all can take that man on back down to Dallas.
Miss Texas is not going to just back up and go away, I tell you. Now, let's go to break. We'll be right back. Richard Lee and Moondog Spike in the ring, but right now, here comes the fabulous one, Jeff Jarrett. Fans want to say hello to Jeff Jarrett. Jarrett figuring he better take care of business right now, especially with Richard Lee standing in there with a folding metal chair and Moondog Spike standing there with that big bone he carries around. He's telling referee Frank Morrell that Jeff is, hey, let's back him up. Let me get in the ring and let's get this one underway. Get Richard Lee out of there in that chair, too. Should be sitting in the chair is what he should be doing. Outside, well back from the ring apron. And again, Frank Morrell trying to get him back. Come on, get Richard Lee out of there.
Get Richard Lee out. We'll make it get this bout going. Oh, look at Jeff.
Jeff Jarrett trips the Moondog.
He's got him out on the floor. Nails Moondog Spike. The fabulous one, Jeff Jarrett, goes after Spike right into the ring post.
I want you to pay attention to this right here. They come out here and strip him out of belt, and what happens the very first thing? Jeff Jarrett comes out here, starts using fists, starts cheating, starts breaking the rules. So where's Eddie Marlin now? He's going to sit back in the back, and he's going to defend his man against you. Well, big deal, brother. Right there is one half of the tag team champions, Dave Brown. Corey Macklin, you pay attention. One half of the tag team champions.
Well, it may be and it may not be, but that's going to have to be proven in the tournament. It will not be decided here today, and he is not currently one half of the tag team champions because the belts have been held up. He was half of the champions until you got involved in that thing with Mike Anthony, which was... Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
And the committee says, that's it. We're holding the belts up. If Richard Lee wants to claim the Moondogs are the champions, they're going to have to prove it in the ring.
Who is the committee? You're talking about Eddie Marlin. You're talking about Jerry Jarrett. Who else is on the committee that's going to swing the rules over to Jeff Jarrett's side? Big deal. There's one thing that everybody is failing to remember. My Moondogs held the World Tag Team titles longer than anybody in the history of the USWA. Right or wrong, Dave?
That is right. That is right. But they are not the only people to hold the USWA titles. And there are people in the USWA now. Could I mention Jerry Lawler?
Big deal.
Can I mention Jeff Jarrett?
Big deal.
Who have been co-holders of the tag title belt?
Let's mention Jerry Lawler and Jeff Jarrett. The feud that my dogs had with Jerry Lawler and Jeff Jarrett last year was voted the #1 feud in the country. Right or wrong, Dave?
That's right, and it was.
My Moondogs, during that whole time, held the world titles for over a year and a half. Right or wrong, Dave Brown?
That's correct.
All right. Now, everybody comes out here. They're talking about Jeff Jarrett and Brian Christopher are voted the big guys that are going to win this tournament. I don't see it that way, Dave. My Moondogs were stripped of the title. They weren't beat from the title. They were stripped of the title because of some little bitty punk coming out here running his mouth. Now I'm talking about Punky and Airhead now are gonna try and wrestle us. I don't think they even stand a chance. When it's all over and done with, when the dust settles, my Moondogs are gonna be the World Tag Team Champions like they were yesterday. It was yesterday that they stripped me of the belt. Now that's bull, Dave.
Well, it isn't. It was the right thing to do. I'm not on the USWA committee that decides that. Don't want to be, but I agree with their decision. And it should be won in the ring. It was not. The Moondogs are tough. It was not won in the ring by the Moondogs. It was won in the ring by one Moondog and Mike Anthony.
What did Mike Anthony do besides go out there and get his brains beat out? If it for Spike coming in and saving him, Mike Anthony wouldn't be here today. And then the little punk wants to turn around and get some big airhead like Jeff Gaylord to come in and be his partner. Baloney.
Well, I guarantee you, you've got some interesting pairings coming in here, and you may very well be looking at Mike Anthony and Jeff Gaylord across the ring. You may very well be looking at Jeff Jarrett and Brian Christopher. I think the thing is, while the Moondogs are tough, I don't think there's a wrestling fan that'll deny that. I certainly won't. But they're not invincible.
They are invincible, Dave Brown. When the rules are fair, when the match is fair, my Moondogs are invincible. We can't fight the world, and that's what we've been trying to do. Jeff Jarrett and Jerry Lawler came up and said, Richard Lee, let me tell you something. Let's make a little pact here. You watch our back, we'll watch your back. So what happened? You know, we turn around, we start watching their back, nothing happened. Nothing at all.
Moondog Spike and Jeff Jarrett going at it.
Yeah, we're trying to listen too. Oh, look out, here comes Moondog Splat in. Well, Frank Morrell called for the bell. What did he do? He just stopped
Jeff over the top rope.
Over the top rope.
Yeah.
Okay, I was listening and watching Richard Lee.
And the Moondog jumping on the fabulous one, Jeff Jarrett. Spike and Splat is in here now. Had a good main event going on between the Moondog and the fabulous one. And it's the Moondogs and Richard Lee jumping over Jeff.
Here comes Brian Christopher.
Brian Christopher comes in. Christopher going off the Moondog Splat. He nails Richard Lee.
Hey, you may have a preview right here of the Tag Team Tournament Finals. It could be. Let's see what happens today. Oh well, here comes more interference. That's what happens today.
Yeah, Doomsday, Reggie B. Vaughn, and Doink the Clown all out. All of them.
Boss Paul has sent his charges out here, and Doink the Clown is out here too. We got a ring full, fans.
They're all jumping on Jarrett and Christopher. Here comes Gaylord Anthony, American Eagle. We got a ring full of almost everybody.
Hey, I tell you, we're going to have to take a break here in just a minute. I don't think we're going to get this sorted out before we have to go. So, a moment. We had lots of action in here, and of course that big tournament coming up.
Boy, it's going to be great.
You're right, and I mentioned during the match, I thought we were just going to get to see a preview of what could turn out to be the final. There are a lot of tough teams in there, but just for a moment, we had both Moondogs against Jeff Jarrett and Brian Christopher. But it wasn't to be. We weren't going to get to see much of it because all of a sudden, Boss Paul and his guys come in here. It was just interference from everywhere with a ring full. So that's the way it ended up. But
that big tag tournament coming up this week,
be looking
$5,000 to the winning team and the tag titles.
You got it. We'll have more right here next week. Hope you'll join us. Until then, for Corey Macklin, I'm Dave Brown. So long, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of USWA Championship Wrestling.